What's up, YouTube? This is Burger, and you should add, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Yeah. So I haven't made a video in a long time because I don't even have an excuse, really. I was lazy. Nobody comments on my videos, so I pretty much just assume that nobody actually watches the videos, so I don't really have the motivation to do it. Anyway, it's been such a long time since I made a video that I don't even remember what I've said so far. I'm going to backtrack all the way to, like, last month. I had a friend come visit who I was stealthed to completely, but he wanted to meet my parents, and he found out where I lived. After seeing pictures of me in my house, from me in my past, and my parents calling me female pronouns and birth naming me, it was impossible to deny that I was trans as of that point. So I came out to him, and at first I was like, this guy's gonna kill me, and but he was really understanding. He was really accepting of it, and he was really supportive, and I was not only surprised by that, but he still wants to be friends too, and he's just interested and doesn't treat me any differently, really. The only thing that's different now is that some things are explained, like, oh, well, that explains your high-pitched voice and why you're so short, but other than that, really, he pretty much treats me the same as he did before. But it was great how accepting he was. Then I came out to another one of my friends who was probably the closest friend of mine, and I met him in the LGBT organization in college, so of course he's not going to be like, oh my god, it's homosexual, run for your life, because, yeah. But he has a lot of trans dude friends and a lot of trans girlfriends too, and his response was kind of like this: no shit, kind of knew that since the day I met you. But yeah, I wasn't stealthed to him, I was only female to him, so yeah, came out to him. So of course he's really supportive, and he trips up on the pronouns sometimes, and him tripping up on the pronouns had made the guy that I was stealthed to in the past start tripping up on pronouns too, because it just confused them after a while. But they're actually making an effort and trying, and that's really nice. And they try to call me by the new name and stuff like that, so it's really good. So I'm really happy about how my friends reacted, those two that I came out to. And school doesn't start for a while, so I don't really have that many other people to come out to. And like I had said before, I have to tell you the other part of the story with my parents meeting the guy I was stealthed to, calling me he and calling me by my name, my male name. That kinda, I couldn't cover up that either with my parents realizing my friend from high school, whom I really didn't know in high school. But yeah, they were kind of confused, like, why are you being called this name and he and all this other stuff. So I tried to explain to my mom. My mom got really pissed off and was just like, no, you're not transgender, you're just giving into society, you're just doing what you think people want you to do, and stuff like that, and saying that it was just a phase and that I was just being rebellious because I'm going into college, that I'm trying to rebel against society and all this crap. But it's not. It really isn't, and every trans person out there knows that, no, it's not just a phase, it's something you've lived with. So I try to explain to her that it's been going on, that I've had gender identity disorder for a long time. When I was younger, around like middle school age, I tried to avoid all calcium products because I thought that calcium would lead to breast development. So I didn't want that to happen. And she used to actually try to force me to take calcium supplements because I wasn't healthy, because I wasn't getting it. So when I told her that I would never take the supplements and that was the reason why I would hide them and stuff like that, she didn't even say, oh, well, maybe this is something that has been going on for a while. She was just like, well, that's stupid. Why did you even think that? That's stupid. Why would... No, that's stupid. And she, with the name thing, she was just like, why do you have to use that name? That's a stupid name. You have a cousin with that name. Why do you have to use such a stupid name? I mean, why can't you use a name just like your real name, except just shorten your real name? And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm sure that would be cool for some trans people to do and everything, but a lot of us don't want to do that because we don't want that reminder of that's what we used to be all the time, and we don't want people to trip up more easily either. We want to completely make our own lives the way that we were supposed to be. So yeah. She thinks it's stupid, it's just a phase and stuff like that. And I tried to come out to her the night before, but she was just in denial and didn't understand it and was just like, oh, well, you just have body issues and stuff like that. And I went to a psychiatrist about it, and the psychiatrist was like, yeah, you have gender identity disorder. You don't have childhood gender identity disorder, but that's because you're not a child anymore, you're an adult. So a lot of the questions don't apply, like being a little kid, a question would be, what type of toys do you play with? So she had diagnosed me with gender identity disorder, and she says it's on my medical record now, and she said she was going to try to get me a referral. Well, like a month later, I get this letter, yeah, right there, from the insurance company. What it says is that the insurance company does not pay for gender identity disorder. They will not pay for it at all. They will not pay for anything to do with it. They don't pay for mental health. They won't pay for an outside referral, nor will they have an inside person that could help me with it either. But on the bright side of that, I now know the name of the sexual identity specialist, who is actually probably an hour and a half away of a drive, that the doctor was trying to get me an appointment with. So even though my insurance can't pay for it, and I sure as hell can't afford it right now, I can still keep that name known for in the future. When I get a good job, when I'm finally settled, I can look that person up, because it's probably a good doctor if it was recommended. While I was on vacation, apparently my mom told my dad. I didn't really come out to my dad yet. I think that would be pretty awkward. Like, when it comes to coming out to my dad, I feel as if kinda like I don't have the right to, sort of thing. Like, if I came out to him, he would probably be like, yeah, no, because I have a penis and you don't, so ha. Of course, he probably wouldn't say it in those words, but still. Me and my dad don't really share really personal type of stuff. We're not that type of close. So my dad, like, while I was on vacation, while we were eating dinner out at a restaurant, was just like, hey, I'll buy you a piece of cheesecake if you stop telling people that you're going by this new name and you tell them your original name. And I was just like, no. So I find that kind of funny, that not only did he skip right towards bargaining phase, but he literally bargained with cheesecake. And I made a Facebook now, so you should add me on Facebook, because I don't have any friends on it yet, so you should pity me and my zero friendsness and add me on Facebook.